when Australia famously beat England in England and the mock obituary was produced in the newspaper, that, if you like, was the birth of the mythical Ashes. And when a few weeks later an England team set out to go to Australia to try and win the honour of England back by beating Australia, the captain of that team was a man called Ivo Bligh, who later became the 8th Earl of Darnley, and this is the family home of the Darnleys. And when in Australia the team were presented with this little urn with the ashes of a bale from that famous defeat in it, he actually brought it back here rather as a memento as much as anything else. And not only did he bring the urn back, he also brought back one of the ladies who'd presented this urn to him, and she later on became his wife.
It symbolises the rivalry between the two nations. It's been broken. It is very fragile, it's ceramic. It's only been put onto its wooden base, the wooden base you see now, to strengthen it. So it would never work out as a trophy for the series.
The myth of what is actually in the urn has gone on for years. I mean, the story originally is that it was a bale from the match where Australia defeated England. I've heard other stories that say it actually wasn't a bale at all. It was part of an item of clothing of one of the ladies. They couldn't find a bale, or they couldn't get hold of one, so they burnt an item of clothing. But when it was here, being kept here, the story is that the butler was cleaning the mantelpiece one day and knocked the urn over, spilled out the ashes. So what on earth could he do to cover up his misdemeanour? He pushed some ash from the fire back into the urn, put the top back in, and sort of left it hoping no one would notice. So I think part of the mystique of the ashes is no one is completely sure what's actually inside the urn.